So welcome guys, currently we are checking out a player called Bryce. He is a European Master 112 LP player. That means we can see some Master, Grandmaster, Challenger, Teamfight Tactic gameplay on Europe at the moment. I have no idea what this is showing at the so we'll turn the sounds off. I think it's better without the sounds off. There's music involved. We shall see. Is there any music? If there is any music, I have to turn the sounds off. Yep, there is some music. So I guess we have to turn the sounds off then. In this case, it means that we won't be able to check. Okay. Let's skip through this a bit. It means we won't be able to check anything else in particular, but we shall see exactly how this goes. We're going to move on towards this item choice to see exactly what itemization starts first. Never forget that this is a Xayah gameplay example. Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I don't have any viewership in Hearthstone Battlegrounds anymore. I don't really want to play the game long enough to regain viewership either. It's fun. What's up, Prince of Cry? Nice to see you. King Yolom, and good morning to you too. So let us begin. Bryce currently has the a spatula start. Usually when you start with a spatula, the ideal composition to go for could be stuff like Battlecast and Blade Masters. Now Battlecast and Blade Masters are the ideal build because of why? Because of how broken 6 Battlecast energy is with 3-star Eloy, 3-star Nocturne, and how good Blade Master Z is in general, and the fact that you can get the Blade Master spatula early to fit into 6 Blade Master energy is actually very, very high and important. Those are the usual choices with a spatula start, if you can. 핫스톤 정규전 너무 어려운데. 할 것도 많고. Alright, now let's see exactly how this game will perform in total. Our fine Bryce start with the Twist of Fate. It doesn't really matter which unit you start with, it's not that important in particular. The first itemization choice is a crit item, and he is offered 3 Xayahs, not 1, not 2, but 3 Xayahs in total. Interesting. Usually these are the signals to go for like a Xayahs. Usually you also have something like a Jarvan and a Fiora along the way, but you find like 3 to like 6 Xayahs before stage 2-4. I mean the first like a Cursal. Yeah, those are the perfect signs to go for Xayah composition for sure, because you can get the Xayah or the carries so fast. The thing about the Xayah composition at the early stage is that you want to start with Last Whispers and Sword, to be honest. The reason why is because if you were to start with the Last Whispers and Sword, you will take a lot less damage during the early mid game. The problem with Xayah comps in general is that they take a lot of damage early, because you just go for these like 1-cost units. You're trying to force it. You have this 1-star Jarvan, 1-star like a Xayah, 1-star Fiora. You keep taking a lot of damage during the early mid game, and that does punish you to a certain sense because it eats too much of your economy. Currently sees that the Xayah comp is contested, but the itemizations on the opponent forces the opponent to transition something else, so he does not need to worry about the other Xayah guy whatsoever. So the Ashe, selling the Ashe here and buying the Xayah is correct. You don't really need to go for a Ashe or a Caitlyn whatsoever. The belt could mean a protector spat. The belt could also mean a war mouse along the way too. He puts the Eloy and the Rakan in, but having the Ashe in is actually not that bad either, because Ashe does provide you with a AoE stun damage potential, which ain't really that bad along the way. Don't know if I enjoy the Eloy in the front. Eloy shouldn't really do that much, unless he gives Protector Spatula to the Eloy. And if he just decides to use a Spatula there, another usage for the Spatula is that you can maybe make a Blade Masters like itemization. You can make Blade and Ruin Kings, but I do not enjoy that choice. Why? Because it eats a sword, and the Xayah comp carry is usually the most important thing about a Xayah comp carry is that you want to make sure that you have the perfect itemizations on Xayah, i.e. Giant Slayer, Deathblade. Deathblade is actually a really good factor too. Those are the itemizations I do recommend if you were to go for a Xayah comp. Those should come first to a degree, for sure. So using the spatula for a Blade Master does seem awkward. Maybe a Force of Nature could be fine, but pretty sure you would want other factors, something like a Protector Fiora or Protector Irelia. That could also work too. There is another player trying to go for a Xayah comp. Interesting. It's contested. Wow, that is strange. Protectors are also fairly contested too, so having expectations of going for a Jarvan 3-star should be very low. Right now, the start, we do have some number of Xayahs, but you know, coming to the composition can be very, very tricky. Itemizations aren't really that optimal yet. Might have to consider a different composition until stage 2-7. He might have to wait until stage 2-7. But going up until then is not that bad either. Giving the crit itemization to Xayah is not that bad here to make yourself a bit stronger. We shall see. In this case, you don't really know what to do. Just sell everything for economy is the best choice. That is correct. Just sell everything else for economy and chill, and hope for better options to show up along the way. 5 Xayahs before stage 2-4, as we said. I did not see this video pre-hand, guys, right? I'm watching this video just now, just with you guys for the first time. This is what usually happens when people decide to go for a Xayah composition. The only information that I know is that this game, eventually the player did decide to go for a Xayah comp. For sure. But in this scenario where it's contested and you're not really that strong, why? Why is he not that strong? Because his itemizations aren't complete yet. He doesn't have like even if it's like a 2-star Xayah, he doesn't have like Warmongs, Bramble Vest onto the Jarvan. He does not have like Last Whispers, Deathblade onto the Xayah. So wow, 2 people, 5 Xayahs. So it is better to consider other options until. Oh no, it's dark. Until stage 2-7. You want to start deciding your itemizations and compositions. Correction. You want to start having a general direction of your composition by stage 2-7, guys. 2-7. It's okay to wonder what it is until then, but if you decide after that, it's a bit too late. So I recommend stage 2-7, guys. 2-7. Now he wants to get that bow first for the bard. If he can't get the bow, he'll try to go for the sword. Bow. Sword it is. Oh, another crit item instead, okay. I feel like the sword would have been a safer choice just in case. You can just give the sword to Xayah, that's 15 extra damage you can utilize until that point. I feel the sword was a much better choice since he did have an extra crit item in the sense too. So this is actually something to commentate. I think sword is better. Sword is the better itemization to go for sure. Sword is better itemization. Because he needs more damage. What if he gets stuff like belts, you know, chainmails, cloaks along the way too, right? He's gonna fall behind in terms of damage potential because crit items don't do damage, while swords do. Like worst case, he can make an IE. He doesn't really need to make the IE though. He doesn't have to give the he gave the crit item to Xayah. He doesn't have to give the sword to Xayah right now to make it. He can hold on to it, maybe make a Blade Master spatula later on. What this crit item means is that he wants to go for specifically IE and Last Whispers with that. But it's really bad if he's offered another crit item in the future. He has another crit item he can go for. Maybe I don't know, Trap Claw, maybe I don't know, Quicksilvers, but not really that important to get. So I would prefer if he went for the damage item instead. And I think that would have been a better choice. And to comment here. What's up, Noratori? Nice to see you, nice to see you. Aussie's here too, what's up, man? Voltree and Cosby, what's up? Nice to see you too. So right now, he's not really that strong, not really that weak. It means that he's gonna chill and wait for more direction, more potential. Jin Zhao is not a card you need. You can just sell Jin Zhao here for economy. That's fine too. You can just sell Jin Zhao here, you know, sell Bard, sell Ziggs, sell Darius, sell Zed, sell Jin Zhao. That's 30 gold. Get the extra interest gold along the way because you're not going to use it anyways. You don't need Jin Zhao, only Rakan. This is currently a sub-VOD review for those who have recently joined. We are checking out a European player. He is at 112 LPM Masters. We're playing against other Master, Grandmaster, and Challenger players at the moment too. 안녕하세요, 사랑님. 반갑습니다. That is what we're doing at the moment. Ooh, that is one strong opponent. He's going to take some damage here. Actually, no. That's a Cockmoo without blasters. Or a red buff. Not really that strong. Actually, these are some really nice losses. Never forget the scenario where you take too much damage as Xayah is when you have a bunch of 1-stars and you can't complete any itemizations. Those are not the signs to go for Xayah comps because you'll take way too much damage. Xayah comps don't guarantee you wins anymore, unfortunately, in this meta. Recently, I think Astro Snipers are being popular again. They're doing very, very well in the meta. So Astro Snipers will just get blown up by one team up. I mean, correction, Blade Masters actually gets blown up by one team in this sense, which is very, very worrisome. Oh, here he actually has a choice to go for a Xayah tech transition too. Poppies for Vanguards, Vayne for Sniperinos. But is he too far committed? The items are the same. The items are the same. He can go for an Infiltrator Talons onto your relative if he gets Irelia. But usually you want to go for a Lucian start with cybernetics. Lucian with like really good damage itemizations. You don't want to start building cybernetics right now. Oh, bad itemization. He's angry right now. No, 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 no. He does not need rods. He needs more bows. Thank God. God bless. Please give me the sword. Pop. Ah, cloak isn't that bad either though. Okay. Now he's gonna make Last Whispers here. Maybe give the other crit item to the Xayah as well too. The problem with this galaxy and going for a Xayah composition, that's also something to note, is that currently we're at the Force of Nature galaxy. It means that comps that slow roll, comps that hit their power boost really, really slowly, takes a lot of damage. So what you can consider here is that you can consider rolling down to 0. You can consider hyper rolling because you're not that strong. Because you're not strong, it might be better to consider just hyper rolling right now for maybe some Jarvan 2-stars, Xayah 2-stars, Rakan 2-stars along the way too, and that could save you a lot of HP along the way, and that could be a good enough factor to win. Now the situation where you don't do this is when you want to get first place no matter what. So if you're at like 100 HP, you have a perfect win streak, then you don't really have to. But I think the better decision here in a Force of Nature galaxy, alright, this is a super dense galaxy, right? It's all in your gold early on. Just use everything early on at level 4. Go for the level 4, 8 experience point. Use all your gold reroll. Get your power boost, power spike at the moment. And then just eco back up slowly with your upgraded units. I think that is much, much better. And the reason behind that is because since it is the Force of Nature galaxy, the reason why you level up in a Xayah comp in the first place is not to find tier 5 units, but is to find, you know, those like synergies along the way. You want to fit in 6 Blade Masters, like 2 Protectors, 2 Celestials. Like those are the only things you want to do with the Xayah comp in general, just to add in more synergies. All the Blade Masters are just fillers, to be honest. They're just filler units in the end. So I would prefer if he played in that particular way instead of just going for the slow roll. I think that would be better. I also do not enjoy the Ionic choice. I would rather prefer Quicksilvers than Ionics if you were to go for Ionics in a sense, because Ionics is actually a useless item unless you decide to go for a Xayah comp. And if you want to go for a apologies. And if you want to go for a Xayah comp at the moment, it is better to just go for a correction. If you want to go for a Xayah comp, Xayah comp, it is better to go. I'm sorry, guys. It is better to not go for Last Whispers in that sense too. So right now, I do not enjoy a lot of the decisions made so far. I do apologize if this seems a bit rude. I think he could have. I think he could have just hyper rolled. Number 1, I think he could have not made the Ionics and used those components for different items. Even 4 Celestials could be better. 4 Celestials can be better than Ionics right there too. Just use spatula. So we are thinking of this to a certain sense. You don't always have to go for the Blade Master build. For those who don't know, like the reason why people go for Blade Masters is to give Xayah more DPS output potential, or your composition in total. But if you have enough damage, let's say you have a Giant Slayer, i.e. a Last Whisper, or Giant Slayer, Deathblade, Last Whisper, Xayah, you don't really need to go for 6 Blade Masters because you have enough damage. At that point, you can maybe consider stuff like 4 Celestials or just more stun units in general. It's not that bad too. That is also something to consider. Oh, Blade Masters being contested, huh? 4 Celestials can be fine so you can use the spatula, but I really do not enjoy that Ionic choice. Ionic choice was completely worthless in this composition. Like, Ionic by itself is a good item. Yes, it is a good item. But in this composition, it is useless, I have to say. So I feel like the component itself was wasted to a certain sense. Did he get the sword? Nice, at least he got the sword. He is at 56, good. If he didn't get sword, then he would have been in trouble. Now he's going to start rolling to find his upgrades. Most likely is Xayah. Xayah is contested, so he's kind of sad about that. Yasuo. Rakan. Xayah, sure. He did decide to go for the slow roll tech, however, so we do need to respect that to a certain sense. Slow rolling means you want to get first place, but I don't know if you can get first place in this game. First place Xayah comps aren't just a Xayah 3-star. They are a Jarvan 3-star, Fiora 3-star, Xayah 3-star with levels too, with synergies. That is a first place Xayah composition. It's not just your Xayah items, your Jarvan and your Fiora items needs to be really good too. That's how Xayah players get first place. Even then it can be tough too, to a sense. No need to go for interest school. No. You don't need to sell for interest. Cool, this is fine. You're gonna look for it later. You don't always need to maximize economy by 1 or 2, especially on cards you can use. If you consider that the composition is being contested, you might not be able to see too much of those cards later either on, which is a bit of worry. Did not buy Fiora. Wow, Zixes. Didn't buy the Fiora, huh? Interesting. If you're gonna go for Xin Zhao, you need it is better to go for the Celestial Spatula right there. To go for 4 Celestials. And keep the protectors in that way. Right now he's pressured because he's low on HP. But it's okay to take damage down to 40 if you're going for a Xayah composition. These 3-star comps are all about economy to a sense. So it is understandable that he went for that choice. If he goes for this, it means he wants to go for a 4 Celestial Tech. This is a 4 Celestial Tech. Then he can utilize the, you know, then he can utilize the Ionics. He can go for Ashe for the AoE, like ultimate magic damage support too. We'll see. Does he want to go for 6 Blade Masters? That's strange. Now after this, in this scenario, you have to all in your goal. For those who don't know, you have to all in until you find a 3-star Xayah. Then after finding the Xayah, you have to level up and add in more synergies. Otherwise, you'll take too much damage, get out pressure, get out temper, then die off. Ooh, one more sword. Oh, Warmog's completed. That's good. Pyrocan, let's go. Zrot, no, not Zrot. No, Warmog's is better. 안녕하세요, 기님. 반갑습니다. You want Warmogs onto your fine like Jarvan there, and you want a Giant Slayer onto your Xayah. You need to use the build for damage, and the build can be used for more tank value. The spatula usage is a bit awkward, but I think it's better to wait until at least stage 4-7 decide. The cloak would have been the best for the spatula, to be honest. This cloak here would have been the best, so that is quite sad too. Bebe, no, this is not how you play this comp. Xayah, y'all in your goal. Thank God he won the previous fight there too. He's still winning though, so you might be, you know, feeling maybe I don't need to roll. Finding a lot of he's finding a lot of recons too, which is nice. We'll see. Never forget, you want 3 damage items on Xayah, guys. 3 damage items. Now, at least you can make a hand adjustice on Xayah. Like, in order to utilize that tier, you can go for hand adjustice. And hand adjustice is actually a really good item now. It provides either Omnivamp, 50% Omnivamp, really good, or 50% more damage, which makes it OP. So, hand adjustice can be a good filler itemization for last. In this game, you do not, I repeat, you do not go for, actually, you can go for 6 Blade Masters. I was like, you don't have to go for 6 Blade Masters. You can just utilize Xin Zhao and go for like a 4 Celestial Tech. Maybe add a Mystics for 4 Celestial and 2 Mystics. That's tanky too, but I guess you can just go for it. I think I would just go for Mystics, to be honest. Like, Karma into Soraka's not that bad of a supporter too. You can keep on rolling. It's fine. There's no issue with all-in your gold. Usually you're supposed to all-in your gold, usually. Ash would have been a bit better than the other one. Ooh, nice. He needs to roll for Jarvan 3-star too, and Fiora. Wow, great. He can roll for Fiora 3-star for those who don't know, since he's only one off. But he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. The reason why he's rolling is not because it's not because he wants to find Fiora 3-star though. It's because he can find Shen 3-star, Rakan 3-star. Man, finding everything there was so big. That was huge right there. That changed the entire direction of this game so far. Like finding all those, like right there, right there. Poke. He's much stronger than he was, which is nice. Woke up earlier, but you weren't late. Fell asleep again. Oh, morning, Tucky. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Now he can go for a Hand of Justice right there with the crit item on Jace, or maybe another sword. Maybe another sword. He can also go for the bow. So crit item, sword, and a bow as always. Hand of Justice is the best. Hand of Justice. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Go! Wow, water's delicious, guys. I didn't know water was this delicious. Chalice? You gave up Hand of Justice for Chalice? Okay. Alright, now he needs to make a decision if he wants 3 stars, if he wants Rakan 3-star, and look at all the damage he's lacking. If he wants Rakan 3-star, does this enemy guy have a mastery 1-star and is he win streaking with it? That's the reason why you want to go for Blade Masters or Battlecast in this Spatula Star game. Those compositions are strong. Since he's 1 Rakan away, rolling down for Rakan 3-star, Fiora 3-star is correct. Chill, 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 it's fine. Oh, sell the Shens! Sell Shens! Sell Shens! Buy Riven, buy Irelia! Sell Shens! Yes! You're smart! You got it! Sell! Yes! Sell Shens! Sell the Shens! Buy Riven, buy Irelia! Shit's not gonna happen. No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Fitting a 6 blade mask will take forever anyways. Keep on rolling for a Rakan is pretty fine along the way too, which is quite nice. It's also a good thing to deny Shens. That's good too. It's fine, it's fine. Since the opponent does not have rapid fire can anyways. That's good, that's good. Let us keep this going. Alright, chainmail and a tier. That's frozen art, good. There's still itemization next curse that I can show up to, which is not that bad. Ooh! Wait. No, don't pass 2 Master E's! No, Mastery 3-star is not that bad either. Find the Fiora and level up, that's good too. Now he wants to add the 6 blade Masterus in a Z, which is ready. 1 level off. 1 level off, never mind. 1 level off. He needs to level 8 for that. Frozen Armor Rakan is fair. Rolling for a Rakan 3-star can also be really nice too. Like, oh, what's up, Kolkang? Nice to see you, nice to see you. Water is good for you, sleep is good for you, too. I'm sorry, I was screaming. I wasn't paying attention. Let's see, wait. Kick W, alright. This is EU, that is correct. This is EU. Rolling for Rakan 3-star now. Bucky, I think going for a 4 Celestial was better in this game. I think you could have used the Spatula to go for a 4 Celestial tech. Go for Karma and tether it to your Xayah. Give your Xayah, I don't know. I would prefer Giant Slayer, but Hannah Justice can find there too. 6 Blade Master is better than 4 Protectors. I think 4 Celestials and 2 Mystics could have been fine too, but wait. It depends on your opponents. Like, it depends if your opponent has stuff like Victors, Battlecasts are here too. It depends on how much magic damage your opponent does have in total, but 4 Protectors, not important synergy. It's nowhere near important. It doesn't really do much. The opponent does have an Echo and an Infiltrator Relia, but fairly weak. Lacks damage. Won't be able to kill your frontline fast enough. The player has arrived in chat, that's why I'm giving more direct advices. I think going for, sometimes you can just go for a like a 4 Celestial 2 Mystic, like a composition too, which is very important as well too. I explained everything you could have gone for from the beginning of the game. A lot of routes, especially itemizations. The itemizations were a bit unfortunate. Like, the Ionic choice can only be justified if you were to go for an Ashe, like Ashe Rakan, some sort of like a hybrid match damage composition, or if you want to go for Xayah as your main like a DPS, like a carry. So you can add a Xayah, use Ionics with Xayah, and that could also work to a degree. I felt like that would be much better. There's a lot of variation of Xayah comp one can go for. Ooh, Shen 3-star made there, huh? Oh, the Shens are doing work. Great job. The Xayah's attacking very slowly. Out of the Jarvan range, it seems. Ooh, that set is strong. Rakan's doing great work though. Look at that Rakan go. Wow, that's amazing. Man, look at that Rakan go. Oh man, but that Master, you won't die, will it? Wow, this Master Yi, dude. Oh my god, what is that Master Yi? Alright. That's scary. Unfortunately, no damage out of IZH plus for Xayah. Shojin for Fiora could have been nice. Shojin for Fiora. Shojin Fiora allows Fiora to keep on ulting over and over again, allowing to block a lot of damage. Shojin Fiora is also a build too. Shojin Fiora is really nice as well. What is this? No disc. Okay. Having more tank line front line value, but I think the Fiora could have been a bit better. Now that you found your con, it is now best to level up and add in all the synergies. 6 Blade Masters. Oh, you're right. You could have had 6 Blade Masters right here too. Oh, you're right. Yeah, taking out 4 Protectors for 6 Blade Masters, correct. The reason why Xayah comps can win during the mid game, after stage 4 to stage 5, is because of the 6 Blade Master synergy and the damage that increases. Especially since your Xayah only has 2 damage itemizations, 6 Blade Master synergy is that much more important. Oh, this is a strong opponent. Unless Shaco dies instantly, this is gonna be a bit. Oh, it died instantly. Alright, it died instantly. I guess not. Easy. That's a Shaco carry comp. It's not a Jhin carry comp. It's a Shaco carry comp. Easy. Good job. But thank God you found everything. You found Fiora, Jarvan, Rakan, like a Xayah. Xayah, Jarvan, and Fiora is the most important factors to get top 2 with the Xayah composition, right? And then the extra first place conditions could be something like Shen 3-star and like Rakan 3-star along the way too, right? The itemization of Rakan is amazing. It's very strong. There's a lot of items here, like a lot of items, which is nice. Protective Fiora is very strong. Rakan's also a monster too. This Rakan is carrying very hard with those itemizations. Ooh, look at that Rakan go. 3-star Jarvan, 3-star Rakan. Your front line is very powerful. But if you're gonna go for 3 Blade Master tech, 4 Celestial is much better, I have to say. Like if you really want to go for a 3 Blade Master like a build, then you go for 4 Celestials, 2 Mystics. Karma and Soraka, or Karma and Lulu to like a support. Those are Bloodthirster for Xayah, Hat for Jarvan, Hat blue buff can go onto Aurelia too. Those all 3 can also go to Aurelia if you really want to. If you find Echo, you can go for Cybernetic Blade Masters too, which ain't that bad. Well, the game end before it gets 9, so you can't get 6 PM. No, sir, this is not how you build Xayah comps. No, you're supposed to be able to fit in 6 Blade Masters level level 7 to 8. You can actually sell Protectors too for 6 Blade Masters because 6 Blade Masters is much more important. Master of the Yeast, level up, all in. Level 8's to live for this game. It's not gonna go more than level 8. You don't need 4 Protectors. 4 Celestials are much better than 4 Protectors if you want to go for something. Echo! Yes! Cybernetics! Yes! Cybernetics! No! You missed it! It's so strong, and Echo's a god too. What you can do is you can go for Aurelia 2-star and give all these items to Aurelia. Hat, Bloodthirster, Aurelia, and you have 2 carries that way too. And Echo's a godlike unit by himself. Echo's a ridiculously good unit. Oh, but the Xayah's healing well, thank god. Deleted. It's fine though. There's multiple options. 4 Protectors are completely meaningless, especially if you have to force a Xinjiao 1-star for it. Xinjiao does not do anything like game. It's strong before stage 3 happens. It's strong in stage 2, Xinjiao, as an individual unit. But it's really weak. And you don't really need it either. The only situation where you need Xinjiao is if you know, want to go for like 4 Celestials. That's when you want to go for it. Then it is fine. I think going for an Aurelia second carry could be nice too. Hat Aurelia is very strong as well. Bloodthirster will always go on to Xayah. Blue buff is okay on Fiora, but if you want to go for blue buff, like I think Shojin's a bit better. Shojin. The Aurelia would just kill everything with those items. Blue buff, hats, cybernetic synergy. But still doing very well. Still doing very well. Oh, 4 Protectors don't do anything whatsoever. It's actually it's actually something a lot of people talk about, but it's one of the least meaningful synergies in the game. Right now, there's a lot of value onto the composition. Like, oh, good, Mana Weaver is good too. This is a great transition. Like, you have 4 3-stars, and you're ridiculously strong compared to your opponents. Everything is itemized. Jarvan's fully itemized, Xayah's fully itemized, like Rakan's fully itemized, so they are formidable for sure. But the opponent should be stronger. That is a Blade Master tech. The opponent currently has really bad items for Blade Masters though. Like that is the hope. Like Quicksilver, Hextech Gunblade, Shroud Riven. That Quicksilver would have been better on Zed here, like for example. He also doesn't have a Rapid Fire cannon either too. The opponent's Shen is also a bit mispositioned, I think, where it's not getting full value. But it's still a proper Blade Master tech, so it should be stronger. That like a Zed does do more damage to a degree. Yep, even if he had a Jhin 3-star, you sell that thing. Oh, he needs to seal that Rapid Fire cannon, right? Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Never mind. Usually you don't want to give your opponents a Rapid Fire cannon, Zed. It's really strong. But I guess with the Blade Master spat, you can just, you know, replace Riven, keep Thresh, and go for that juicy 4 Protector synergy. I guess. Oh, Blade Master Jhin! Wow, I haven't seen that in forever. This is a legendary Blade Master Jhin tech, guys. Blade Master Jhin tech. Right? I love going Blade of the Ruined Kings on Xinjiao while playing League of Legends. It's the most fun thing you can go for when you're destroying your opponents, right? Let's go! Blade of the Ruined Kings Xinjiao! Putting on Thresh is a bit better, because Thresh can ult a bit faster and back, but did get killed. You do not want to give Zed Rapid Fire Cannon for this reason. He's completely safe, he doesn't waste time walking around, alright? And he kills everything, right? Oh, but that Fiora is doing so much good work. GG! Good game. Good game, though, good game. Alright. Faker's head, Faker's head. That was a wonderful game. The reason why it's wonderful is because we have a lot of things to comment on and all, right? So if we were to summarize, right. Number one, itemization issues. You don't really need an Ionics into a Xayah comp. A Xayah comp usually is a full attack damage carry composition. With Xayah or maybe Blade Masters as your main carry. There is a lot of auto attack damage due to Jarvan's attack speed boost too. So I feel a lot of itemizations were very unoptimal. Throughout the game, we explained a lot of itemizations being unoptimal. The priority in itemization should always come to Xayah DPS items first, then it should be tank items or items that can buy time for Xayah or deny your opponents, such as Shroud, Frozen Art, Warmogs. Zrots was fine too. Zrots was fine too. Zrots were fine too. Zrots, Bramble Vest, and so on. There were a lot of itemization issues. There's also a composition issue too. Number one is that 4 protectors are completely meaningless in this game. Jarvan and Rakan are high value units, AoE stun and AoE attack speed boost, so it's fine. But Xayah is useless after stage 3 because it doesn't get as much value. So 6 Blade Masters earlier on are better. Also, what else? You can go for a 4 Celestial, 2 Mystic variation of the Xayah comp too. This Celestial variation would have worked okay-ish if you were up against a lot of mechs or magic damage opponents in total. That's how it goes. What else? What else was I talking about? I forgot. Wait. Let me think about it. There's something else I commented on, but I forgot about it. I said something earlier, but I forgot what it was. Mostly itemization, optimization choices, but that's something you can learn from the experience, and that was all explained throughout the game. Something more general, something more big. Echo? No, those are small detail like issues, like small tweaks that is more easier to learn by, by just watching the gameplay earlier. Is there anything that I missed? No, not economy. Not an economy issue. You realize I consider. No, those are all detail issues, like Irelia choices, Celshians, or so on. What did I miss? I think that's it. Is there anything else? I feel like I missed something. There's this empty feeling that makes me feel I missed something to comment on. Not rolling. Well, rolling's like a playstyle issue though, to be honest. It's just a comment, it's not like a fact. These are facts. These are facts. 4 protector speed bat is facts. These are being facts too. Itemization, that's why we did note all the details. Is this it? I want to post 3 comments. I want to post 3 comments, not 2. There's a lot of 3. When I used to study in the university, nearly 3 things to comment on. Think, baby. What do I need to comment on? Things the player did well. He managed his economy properly. Not too optimal because of Xayah. Xayah cost him some gold. You can sell him after finding Rafan. But his overall economic management was optimal for a Xayah composition playstyle. Comments on positioning is harder to do because they depend on opponents' positioning in general. So no comments except for those on stream earlier. Okay, that's it. I think this is it, right? You gotta compliment. You gotta give compliments to pros and cons. All right, that's good. So that is very good. You have a very good understanding on the economy, but the build choice, composition choice, and itemization choice can be tweaked a bit. But overall, that was a second place. Second place is a win. Great job, Ducky. Great job. All right, that's all I want to say. That will be the first coaching game of today. That is it. Thank you guys very much for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed or learned something from this in total.